Hi, people. I thought today I'd just, because we're having terrible weather here, so I can't. Zed really does not like me using this computer since we had the PC breakage at the so-called repair shop. Every time I go to touch the computer, she wants me away from it. But, you know, she just knows that it caused me a lot of stress and grief in one day, and that's why she does what she does. So I'm sorry if it gets knocked. Usually she just puts her head under my arm, and obviously it's vacuuming time, and you know, anyway. But there's half a minute of nonsense for you. But I thought I'd come and discuss the trainers that I think are good on YouTube. I'm not going to get into naming and shaming the ones that I really disapprove of, because I just don't want to get involved with trainer wars and, you know, what's right, what's wrong. You know, I think it's so important that a trainer has an open mind, first and foremost. I don't think you should dismiss any tool out of hand. There are circumstances that warrant the use of e-collars if it stops a dog from getting itself killed. Then I think there is a use for everything. Okay, and that's as far as I'm going to go on discussions on e-collars. Okay, because I don't want to get involved with it. I do not disapprove of them. That's all I'm going to say. When used correctly, and there I have an issue. Okay, they must be used correctly with collar conditioning and with compassion and on low levels, and only, in my opinion, in conditions that the dog is putting itself at the risk of death. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on that. But right, my favourite trainers are Robert Cabral, Thomas Davis, beg your pardon, there's no E in there, Laura, and Larry Crone, or I think it's Crone, or it might be Corn, but it's Larry Crone. You know who I mean. I think Robert Cabral is very blunt and straight talking and has a wealth of knowledge, and I think an awful lot of him. I watch all of his videos all the time. Same with Larry, and I think I have to say this. I think Tom Davis is one of the only people that if something happened to me, I would feel happy with Zed going to, because he understands high drive dogs, their needs, and for such a young man, he's got so much experience. You know, he's worked with wolves, and you know, he's got a gift. Some people just have a gift, and he is gifted. He's very gifted, and I don't like highly edited videos, and I don't think Robert doesn't, Larry doesn't, and Thomas doesn't. You know, they just, well, Tom does edit because sometimes he's working with other people's dogs. In his channel is the American Canine Educator, or you know, that's ACE. It's quite clever in ACE. But he is a very gifted young man, and it kind of gives me some hope that, you know, when us older trainers pass, that there's some youth coming through that will keep it going, you know, that have got open minds and are, you know, one thing I can't stand in a dog trainer is it's their way or no way. You know, I've had so many dogs, and I can't say that I mean, Zelly and Inky I trained in the same way. Why I had to completely change my ways. Zed, I've had to change my ways. That's just the last 4 dogs. So, you know, you have to change your training method to suit and you know, the individual dog. You know, I don't believe in breaking a dog's spirit or changing its personality. It's not my place to go around changing a dog's personality, or you know, who the hell do I think I am to break a dog's spirit? You know, it's out of order to do that. And you know, Zed will forever be a difficult dog. She's one of these dogs that now and again is going to test those boundaries just to make sure that I'm on my toes. You know, when I take her out, I can't take my eyes off her. I have to keep my eyes on her all the time, because she is so intelligent. She's like, well, if I'm not concentrating, she will deliberately pick up a bit of stick or something off the ground and start eating it. It's like she deliberately brings back her pica or pica just to get my attention. So, you know, I'd love to say that dog training is easy. Some dogs it is very easy, because you might have a quite passive or submissive dog that is happy to just do what you what you say. You know, I've had dogs like that. They're great, but they're not very much of a challenge for a trainer. And that's how I ended up with a pack of dogs, because it's like Zelly was easy and Inky was easy. Then I got YY and she wasn't easy. And you know, this is why I only have one dog with Zed. You know, she is more work than the 3 dogs put together. Seriously, I do think, and I really do wish that people, whenever they get a puppy, they take them to puppy classes. And you know, here in the UK, you do your bronze, silver, and gold good citizen award. I think everybody should do it. I really do, even if that's as far as you go. You know, it gives you a foundation in training. You know, I think Larry is the most, without exception, the most compassionate guy or trainer, and so knowledgeable about e-collars. I mean, we have, you know, exceptional trainers on here that train Malinois working line dogs, like Ivan Balabnikov, Michael Ellis, all those people, you know, Leah Berg and all of that. But they're also running a business. I mean, I'm not saying all the others aren't running a business, but you know, it's Robert Cabral. He does a question every day. Someone sends in a question. He's very blunt. He's very to the point, and I like that. And I've got a lot of respect for him. As I said, Thomas Davis, he's just gifted. He's just absolutely gifted, and I would trust him if I died to have Zed, and that's saying a lot. It really, really is. You know, he's got a beautiful dog. He's got several dogs actually. Larry's just got a new Malinois in, and you know, little Mango's coming up. Well, she's not so little anymore. She's coming on great, absolutely stunning dog. And of course, he's got Luca, who's an amazing high drive dog, and he's just so good. You know, he does a lot of videos with his clients' dogs, and the way he is with them, especially with nervous dogs, you know, he's so gentle and so compassionate. And none of these trainers are close-minded. I mean, Robert Cabral is got 2 channels, his own Robert Cabral, but also Bound Angels, where he works with messed up dogs in shelters, and you know, getting dogs over really big issues. And you can only respect people that do this, you know, and I think it's important to, you know, share the love. I mean, you know, the best breeder that I have ever seen on YouTube, and trust me, I have looked, is German Shepherd Man. I think him and Puppy Girl, the way they do things is just, it's taking it to the next level. And if only all breeders, you know, took that amount of trouble, you know, did all the testing before they bred, and you know, the way that Puppy Girl deals with the whelping and the raising of those little puppies, you know, they're partially housebroken before they've even left, and that's how it really should be. You know, I mean, I am glad they brought the new laws out over here, so that, you know, people can't just put male and female and together and have puppies just to make money. It's got to stop, and it needs to stop. But anyway, that's just a quick video on my favourite trainers and why. And you know, I highly recommend all 3 of them. Okay, so please have a good day, people. I'll be glad when we get some sun and I can do something with Zed, but all we're getting is sideways rain and wind, and it's absolutely horrible. Anyway, welcome to all my new subscribers. I do hope you enjoy the channel. I think there's some 300 videos up here, so there's plenty. I really will try and put playlists, because we've done a lot on heel work, proofing stays, trick training, and all sorts. And I should do playlists. I'm sorry, I don't edit, I don't do playlists, I don't do a lot. But then, very difficult to do much on a computer that basically is dying, or it's actually half dead. I mean, I just uploaded a video and it said, oh, we can't save your changes, but it had uploaded and it had gone through, so, you know, I don't know what's going on. So, know that I love you all, people, okay? And, you know, check out those trainers. GermanShepherdman.com is there. He's got, you know, he's a great couple, actually. I really like them. They've been incredibly supportive to me. I get on well with Tom, and you know, Robert has agreed with me on some of my comments, and yeah, I don't think Larry really answers many of his comments, but you know, he's got a lot of videos up, including the correct use of He wrote a book on the correct uses of e-collars. And I will leave it there. So everybody have a good day. Bye.